Saturday everyone, Nicky Hawkins, West Ham Fan TV. I've just read on Sky Sports News that there's a possibility that West Ham could end up playing a number of games behind closed doors. From what I read, the reasons given is that West Ham themselves can't guarantee the safety of people in the stadium because after the shambles that was Saturday against Burnley, they've reiterated the responsibility lies on the LLDC or LS185 or E20 or whoever it may be, and they have to make the guarantees. They're holding some emergency meetings at the moment. It's a farce, and these are all the problems that are faced, and these are all the problems that are created by the people that decided to move us into this shithole of a stadium. And then decided to lie to everybody, and or let's put David quotes in it, foul their ambitions. This is a disaster from start to finish, and if we end up scraping enough points to stay up in this league this season, and even if we don't, things need to drastically change at West Ham United. It's a joke. The fans, they're upset, they're livid, as a matter of fact, and I'm one of them. And I've been banging on about this for 2 years now, but how can you place the safety of the people that pay you money, that the people that you're supposed to look after, into the hands of I think it's 4 companies that run the stewarding and stuff there? How can you take people's money and place their safety into other hands? It's always been a joke. There was ugly scenes at the stadium. People were protesting. In terms of pitch invasions, it's not one of the worst I've ever seen. There was worse ones when we played Millwall a few years ago, and we wasn't there. I don't think we'll be forced to play behind closed doors, but it's down to the club to, get in contact with LSDC or whatever the fuck, LLDC or whoever the fuck runs our stadium, to make sure they can guarantee the safety. In my opinion, and I said this on Post-Match Pint, the real way to stop people getting upset and angry and stuff and not stop it, but to calm it down, is to stop them fucking bored from attending the remaining games. At the moment, they're a massive distraction. They've let everybody down. They've let us down. All of them, all 3 of them, vice chairman and the 2 co-chairmen. They've let everyone down. People are venting their frustrations. This has been building up for 2 years. I'm tired. I'm pissed off. And it's West Ham's fault. It's their fault. And you might say, oh well, they can't control people, but at the Upton Park, they could make guarantees. They can't make the guarantees to stop this now. And there are 4 or 5 fans that run onto the pitch. Although I do understand why they did it, and they feel that something had to be done. They could cost 60,000 people the chance to attend games, and I think that's a joke. And it all becomes because West Ham themselves can't guarantee that the security is going to get better, and it's just another nail in the coffin of what we knew as West Ham, I think. And when a football club can't make guarantees about their own fans' safety, it's damning. And there's only 3 people that that are to blame. What can I say? I mean, maybe contracts do need to be renegotiated. Maybe they need to sit down with, Newham Council, whatever, if they're going to continue to play in this stadium, and rewrite a few things so they get control of a few things, even if it means they have to pay more money. They've got the fucking money. They're not spending it on the football, so they might as well spend it on the fucking stadium and making sure that the people that attend the games are properly looked after, rather than leaving it to some incompetent company that we all know that's been incompetent for the last 2 years to sort out. And then as soon as something bad happens, they throw up their hands and say, well, it's not our fault, we're not running it. Well, it should be you running it. All these things that were negotiated in these contracts for this stadium, all these things about, oh, it's not our fault. Well, we had this problems with the stewards before when they got overzealous. Oh, don't look at us, it's not our fault, we don't run it. Cop out. Massive cop out. And if it was me running a football club, it was me running any company, if I knew people were not doing their jobs properly, if they was hired in as subcontractors, I'd want the control of it straight away, and that should have been the first thing they was doing last year when we had all the problems with the stewards, renegotiating the stewarding contracts and making sure, even if they have to lay it out themselves out their own pocket, you know, in a stadium full of fans that many, you know, safety is priority. Safety should be one of the most primary things that you sort out when you go to any stadium, and to leave it in the hands of people that obviously can't do their jobs properly. They're obviously not getting proper briefings. They're obviously looking at each other. When them fans were running on the pitch, they was all looking at each other as if to say, well, what do we do now? Because they're not used to football. Let the football club run the fucking stewarding, and the football club should be ashamed of itself for not fucking putting that in the contract in the first place. If we play our remaining games behind closed doors, I'm going to be fucking annoyed. It's going to be so annoying. It might do the players a favour, because then they'll have no fucking excuses. I've heard them all coming out on social media this week saying that distractions. Keep the owners away. That's who should be fucking chucked out of the stadium. Advise them to stay away. They're the ones making the distractions. They're the ones causing the scenes. Absolute farce of a football club. Fucking, and if this happens, it's a fucking another kick in the teeth to every fan who, I think, at the end of the day, has suffered enough for this football club. Absolute joke. And in the summer, regardless of what happens, there needs to be a fucking huge overhaul of what's going on at this football club, the way it's run. You know, maybe people would, you know, could look at the contracts and, you know, experts, not people like me. No, I'm no expert, but I know there's a solution. But maybe people can look at it and find a way forward and a way this can all change, because this is getting absolutely disgusting. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Look out for the rest of our content. Nicky Hawkins, come on you irons.